This is JBigTicket23 from GreenPCGamers.com. In this video, we're going to show you how to install a NVIDIA EVGA RTX 2080 Ti graphics card into a Dell Precision T7810 workstation. So if you've never been to GreenPCGamers.com, you should definitely check it out. In the description of this video, we are going to put our T7810 blog page link so that you can check out this awesome page that we've created for you on how to upgrade and optimize your T7810 workstation for gaming. So we go through, give you upgrade ideas for processors, memory, graphics cards, and other peripherals to optimize your T7810 for gaming and other high-end computing. So use this as a guide, bookmark it. Definitely comment below if you have any other additional questions about the page. We're happy to help you out. So let's get to the install. So first we're going to show you what we have installed on our workstation. We have an i5-2637V3 processor, 32 gig of RAM. We have a Samsung 960 500 gig NVMe.2 solid state drive, and we will be installing the RTX 2080 Ti graphics card. We're going to continue on with the video. We do recommend that you install an 825 watt power supply into your T7810 before you attempt to install the 2080 Ti graphics card. NVIDIA recommends a 650 watt power supply at minimum. So the 825 watt will definitely get you to that minimum requirement. So here's our T7810 workstation. This is a refurbished system. Here's the 4 adapters that we're going to install. We'll show you those closer in a little bit. If you're curious, we do have 2 6-pin female to 8-pin male power adapters. We have a SATA power to 6-pin male, and we have 1 dual SATA power to 6-pin male. Now, if you need help with these power adapters, we're going to also post a link in the description of this video to our blog page that will show you everything you need to know about power adapters for upgrading your graphics card. So check out that page, and that'll help you out big time. All right, so here's our 2080 Ti. This thing requires 2 8-pin auxiliary power plugins, which is kind of a lot, but this is a monster of a card. You'll see at the end with the benchmarks that this card is absolutely worth modifying power adapters for. It's got 3 display ports, HDMI, and then a mini display port. Now here are the 4 power adapters. So we have 2 of these 6-pin female to 8-pin male power adapters. And as we continue on with the install, you'll see exactly how we install them. So 2 of these bad boys. And then we have a SATA power to 6-pin male power adapter. And there's a little bit of closer look at it. And then we have a dual SATA power to 6-pin male. All right. So this is the most power adapters that we've ever done on an install by far. All right, so we're going to put the system on its side, remove the side panel. Now, in order to use the 2 6-pin to, or sorry, the 2 SATA power to 6-pin, we had to not install a hard drive. So you'll see that in a little bit here. So we're going to open up a retention clip so we can install our card. All right, so this is where you probably have a, let's go back to that. You probably have a hard drive in here. Whether it be a solid state drive or a 3.5-inch hard drive. Now we need this power to give enough power for our 2080 Ti. Now you might be saying, no, you don't. You know, you can adapt. You can go 6-pin to 8-pin. But we've done other videos. We did a 1080 Ti video where we tried to do 6-pin to 8-pin, and we had intermittent power issues with this machine shutting off. So we're gonna try to power this thing properly where we don't have power issues. So because of that, we have the NVMe drive as our hard drive. And you should absolutely use one of these NVMe drives if you don't already have one installed in your T7810 workstation, because they're super fast. So this is a good reason to swap to an NVMe. All right, so we're going to plug in some of our power adapters. And so when you have the 825 watt power supply, it'll have a dual 6-pin cable already included. So we're going to go dual 6-pin to 8-pin male. So that covers one of our cables. And then we're going to steal power from the 2 hard drive slots. So SATA power to 6-pin. Now they make SATA power, to 6-pin or to 8-pin as well. So I mean, you could try that. You could go dual SATA to 8-pin, but we're going big, and we don't want to have any issues. So, and then our other single SATA power to 6-pin comes from the optical drive slot. So we've got everything. Well, we have one more adapter that we'll plug in at the end after we do the graphics card install. So we're going to drop the graphics card into place. And this card's pretty heavy, so all you have to do is line it up with a slot and let it click right into place. Put your blue retention clips back on so it holds that card into place. So now we can plug in our next adapter, which is that other 6-pin female, or dual 6-pin female to 8-pin male. We didn't install it initially because we wanted to have room to install our graphics card. Alright, so we're plugging our dual 6-pin that we've adapted from the SATA power. So now we've got our 2 8-pin power. Alright, so we're just going to plug those into our graphics card. And now we should have sufficient power where the system doesn't shut off under a heavy load. So it's a bummer that you have to give up the hard drive slots, but I mean, NVMe is where it's at either way. You should definitely switch to NVMe if you're not using it already. Alright, so we'll put our side panel back on. And this is what it looks like with our new 2080 Ti installed. Pretty awesome looking card. Does eat up 2 slots. Some of the RTX 2080 Ti's eat up 3 slots. Alright, so now we're going to go straight to NVIDIA.com. And we are going to install the latest driver available for the RTX 2080 Ti. So it's pretty easy because it's the first driver available under the manual search. So we're going to go ahead and just search for the latest driver. If you want, you can use the auto detect your GPU option, but why do it when it's the top option? So we're going to go ahead and click on that. We'll download the latest driver, or if you have a preferred driver that you like, go ahead and pick that one and then install it. So when we install this driver, it gives you the option to install something called the GeForce Experience. We normally do the GeForce Experience just because it does optimize your gaming experience, which is really nice. So we use it. You can definitely try it and see if you like it, but it works well for us for optimizing games. All right, so this is another cool utility. If you use EVGA cards, they have this precision overclocking tool. Now, we don't normally overclock our cards, but I mean, you could. I mean, the RTX 2080 Ti, you really don't even need to do it because it's such an awesome card. But this utility is pretty cool. You can get this on EVGA's website. They do make you log in, but it's kind of a cool tool to have to monitor your GPU temp. It can also monitor other temps if you install other EVGA products in it. So this is a kind of a cool utility. Mainly, we like to use it for monitoring the temperature. So one other thing, when we installed this card into the T7810 workstation, it did make our system idle somewhat high under heavy load. We are currently gaming with the side panel off, which gives it plenty of airflow. We plan to do a future video on venting the side panel or possibly doing a customized side panel to allow for more airflow. But just so you know, if you do emulate this video and you put a 2080 Ti in there and your system idles kind of high as far as the fan speed goes, you might want to consider either removing the side panel or venting it somehow. And again, we're going to try to do a video in the future on how we vent it, or if we use a custom side panel, we'll definitely let you guys know. All right, so now let's take a look at the benchmarks. Now, we've been lucky enough to test a bunch of different cards with this exact same configuration, the T7810. So here's a chart on all the cards, the high-end cards that we've tested with the T7810, all using the exact same specs, processor, NVMe, everything's the same other than the graphics card. So all the cards perform pretty well. Now this is with 1440 testing, so if you did 1080p, obviously you're going to get a lot better results. But our 1080 had 98 average frames per second, 1080 Ti 109, the 2080 was 111, and which very impressive is the RTX 2080 Ti averaged 149 frames in 1440. So it's a pretty dramatic increase in frames. So this card's awesome. It's really, really awesome for gaming. If you don't have one and you plan on purchasing one, totally worth it, although they are really expensive. So hopefully this video was helpful to you. If it was, please consider subscribing to the channel so we can continue to make more content like this. Also follow us on socials, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We do something cool every month. On Facebook, we do a monthly giveaway. All you have to do is like the page. Thank you so much for watching.